My name is not important. What is important is what I'm going to do. I just fucking hate this world and these human worms feasting on its carcass. My whole life is just cold, bitter hatred. And I always wanted to die violently. This is the time of vengeance, and no life is worth saving. And I will put in the grave as many as I can. It's time for me to kill.
It seems today that all you see is violence, movies, and which we used to reward.
Lucky there's a family died.
All the things that make us death and cries. Peace are family.
Hey guys, I was just slapping my belly over here and I was playing Hatred. What is Hatred? Well, it's a game where you play as Nathan Explosion, who had won too many drinks the night before.
You know what, Nathan? You can't have any tequila while we're going on our fender bender. You know why? Because you turn into a dark person.
Will you
promise me you won't have
get
any
off my
tequila.
back?
Promise.
Not gonna drink any tequila, right? Come to think of it, I don't remember the last time I had any.
You reek of weakness. You cunt.
It was released with an adult-only rating due to its graphic and detailed violence and its touching story, joining other great adult-only games like Manhunt 2, and it got lots of negative attention from the press for its graphic violence.
It's time for me to kill.
It's being called the most violent video game in history.
No!
Your eyes just popped.
I just can't believe this is the stuff they're doing nowadays.
Violence in video games really is nothing new. We saw it back in the day in games on Atari. And even now we see them on games like Call of Duty and GTA. But some gamers we spoke to say Hatred seems to be taking it a bit too far.
Even Grand Theft Auto, like, you're killing, I don't play that game, but like I know you could take the lives of innocent civilians and things like that, but that, like, the tossing around the word genocide and just, it seemed a bit much.
But none of that matters. What really matters is this a good game?
No.
But let's talk about it anyway.
Fuck you.
This game is all about killing people. See a guy, kill him. Run him over in a car.
Smash him, set him on fire.
Too bad it's boring. Like, really boring. Really. Okay, so first problem. Enemies are hard to see because there's no color in this world.
I'm fed up with this world.
But you can highlight them by pressing control. The only problem with this is that every time you get into combat you just have to hold the control button or else you won't be able to see anything. Another issue with this game is that it's hard to aim because chances are you're just going to hit a wall or other stuff in the way. So if your weapon isn't like an automatic, then it's going to be bad because you just can't spam. Also, yeah, if the weapon isn't automatic, then it sucks. The first weapon I'll talk about is the pistol. Yeah, it's not good. It has low damage, it's decent accuracy, but you'll only be using it if you don't have an automatic weapon or you're out of ammo. The shotgun, which is the worst weapon in the game because it's slow, has low range, reloads one bullet at a time, way slower fire rate than AR guns. And yeah, you only use it if you have no other ammo for your guns. The flamethrower is actually pretty cool because it has long range. You can just hold it down so you can't really miss with it. But there's barely any ammo, so you only use it for like 2 sections of the game. And there's also an RPG, but you'll really only be using it against vehicles, so yeah. Meanwhile, for the automatic weapons, you have 4, and they're all good. The AK-47 though, and the machine pistol suffer from lack of ammo, so you won't be using them too much. But for 85% of the game, you're just using the MP5 and M16 and some other gun when you don't have ammo for the other 2. There's also grenades, but they're really bad. The problem with grenades is they have the longest wind-up time I've ever seen in a game. You press the grenade button and like 5 seconds later it decides to throw it. But the problem is, like normal aiming, you'll probably just hit a wall, so you're blow-up cover, so everyone just shoots you and kills you. Grenades are also just really inaccurate. Here, let me just show you. So I'm on this roof and I'm going to throw the Molotov. The crosshair is over here. Now where do you think the Molotov will land? The grenades just ignore the crosshair and just go wherever the hell they want. It's really annoying. Flashbangs are even worse. You end up getting yourself with them way more than enemies. The range makes no sense. Sometimes they're like 5 feet away from an enemy and does nothing to them, but affects you even though you're way further away. Really, the only good part of combat is not important doing a karate kick to kill people. During levels, however, you can also encounter side quests. This is actually an interesting idea. If you die in Hatred, well, you have to restart the area. But if you complete a side quest, you get an extra life, and if you die, then you will spawn where you complete the side quest. It is a cool idea. It's a sort of risk-reward situation, and sometimes it might be better to not bother with side quests and just finish the level because you could just end up, dying, and so you don't gain anything out of it. The problem is, though, that 90% of side quests are just kill people, but in this specific area. So it's exactly the same as the main mission, but now you can move less. There is some exceptions though, like causing a train crash or disrupting a funeral.
Everyone! Hide!
I don't want to die! Jesus!
Please, don't shoot.
But for the most part, it's just the same thing in every level. There is one side quest though where you have to go kill a bunch of hunters in a forest, so you sneak up on them and... Oh god, they all know where I am! Help! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the AI in this game is also bad. Every enemy on the map comes for you and knows exactly where you are. Now normally this isn't too bad in the levels, but there is one part of the game where this gets insanely annoying, and it's the army base. The army base is the hardest level in Hatred, and it's mostly because of the very first section in it. Now, in the last level, you got a sweet SWAT car with a machine gun in it, so you're like, oh cool, I'll just roll up in there and kill loads of soldiers, like in a loan screen, that's cool. Okay, so let me just drive in here and... Yeah, you just get ganged up on instantly. So the real strat for the start of the level is to park just outside their line of sight and to just slowly shoot at them until you kill enough of them so you don't die instantly. This is a fun way to play. And you start with 0 lives, so even more fun. Yeah, the army base is the hardest level in Hatred, but it's also probably the worst designed one because 98% of the NPCs in this level have guns. And you just get swarmed all the time in this mission. Also, enemies can just spawn out of nowhere and kill you. So yeah, the army base is really hard. Well, unless you go up some stairs. If you go up some stairs, the AI just shuts down. I go up the stairs and they sit there. They do come eventually though, one at a time. Also, you can't aim up or down ledges sometimes. So you just kind of have to wait there patiently. Unless you throw grenades. Is fun. Another level that is really bad is the sewer. This is probably the second hardest level because you start with 0 lives again, but the place is dark as hell. In a black and white game, oh that's good. You get swarmed easily and they come out of nowhere, but it does make up for it with homeless junkies just sleeping in here. Just kind of fun little detail, I guess. Another fun detail is in the first level, when you go to the police station, there's a prisoner there who's just trapped and panicking. So yeah, just shoot him.
Where's Otis? He's not in his cell.
I shot him.
Well, that's... What?
Forward the purification.
Also, sometimes the police can give descriptions of non-porns in their radios, and you can overhear this.
All units. Suspect is a white male. Black long hair, black coat, armed.
One of the unique things in this game is the executions. This is the only way to heal, so you're encouraged to do it. But you do get judged if you do too much with it. A nice little achievement. Executions sometimes don't have a cutscene, so you just shoot them quickly. This is because of either uneven terrain or because you are in combat or you did it too fast. Though sometimes the executions can trigger just before you enter combat, so police officers just watch you kill people and don't stop you. This does look funny though with the flamethrower because you just set them on fire for like a split second. This game is really just the worst Postal 1, which came out in 1997 and is free. But hey, don't take my word for it, I'm in the minority. 82% Google users like it, so I guess it's good. But no, really, this game gets really boring quick. Like, the second rarest achievement in this game is just playing for 50 hours. There's a bigger percentage of people who spent a year's worth in Gary's mod than 50 hours in this game. So if anyone has a big playtime in this game, I wouldn't trust them really. There's also a survival mode, but like the main game, it's dull as well. Just staying in one area, dealing with bad AI and bad gameplay. You don't play as the cool protagonist, you play some cop who's ugly. Also, you know how I just said that the second rarest achievement is just playing for a long time? Well, the rarest is just playing lots of survival mode.
Welcome to your nightmare, motherfucker.
The story of Non-Important is really the best part of this game. He has to be one of the funniest protagonists I've ever seen, whether it's on purpose or by accident, I really don't know. He always has great one-liners after the executions.
Let me introduce myself.
There
I'm a
are other
man
victims.
of
Sending
hate
additional
and
units.
disgust. Try harder. Oh, that's cute. That's what you get for being a libtard. Looks like Hitler had some good ideas, after all. Fucking worthless.
Are you inbred or just stupid?
You will never lie again. But I've kept fuck you.
He interrupted his one-liner with another one. The other best part of this game is the cutscenes. You have the infamous opening cutscene.
I am heavy weapons guy. And this is my weapon.
But there's other funny ones as well.
Where are we heading? The next station is near a nuclear power plant. That gives me an idea.
You fucking serious?
How do I overload the reactors?
What? No, never! It will cause a massive explosion! Are you insane?
That's what I want, and you will tell me. Or I'll make you die. Very fucking
Alright, please stop! I will do this! I will do this! No, I won't do that! I can't be responsible for this! Kill me if you...
useless piece of shit. What is this fucking code?
He's here!
There's also a comic you can buy on Steam if you want. I didn't buy it, but I did read it. And just like the game, it's bad. The comic doesn't even have anything to do with the main character. He's seen once on TV by some OnlyFans woman who tells her simps to kill for her, and then while she does, she wanks to it, and then she kills a simp who killed for her, and she gets killed by a fat simp she kept mocking, and this cost €4. Good. There's also another comic, but I couldn't find online. It probably doesn't even have not important in it anyway. Before we continue with the video, I want to hear a word from our sponsor.
俺は龍が如くで信念のある男を描きたかった。それを支えたのは PS3 の表現力。大事なのは信念だよな。みんなここで目覚める。PlayStation 3。
Let's talk about mods for Hatred. Hatred also has a Steam Workshop for mods, but there's only like 30 something actual mods for it. So no one really want to make mods for this game for some reason. The most popular mod on the Hatred Steam Workshop is adding some goddamn color into this game. And the second most popular mod is also adding some goddamn color into this game, but with some gameplay changes. The mod I use is called Hatred 1.666 edition. Makes sense. I get it, and this mod does a lot of cool things. The first is well color, but also it makes the grenades actually okay to use because there isn't a 10-minute wind up this time. The second is the new camera options. You can play in third person and first person. This is actually really cool until you actually use it. Yeah, you can tell this game was not made for these camera angles. It looks like a beta build, but also the animations look weird. Like, look how not important holds his gun. Idiot. Normally this doesn't matter because you see it from this angle. The second is you can also see past what the game wants you to see, so you just see low render and low quality things and creatures, and also enemies just instant transmission in front of you. So yeah, I mean that's fun. At least now we know for sure that that's what the game did. And also this game gets way harder in this camera mode because enemies just surround you and just gang up on you and kill you. Normally that's not too bad because you can see them all from look top down, but not now. The mod also has really cool settings for other things, like you can change the color, you can change the protagonist to look different, but that's a bad option, I won't do that. You can also set the executions to use first person camera, which it looks bad, but hey, it's there. There's also a manhunt style camera execution, which is actually pretty cool. You can also set the one-liners to either nothing or him saying more. There's really only one option when picking this in though.
Welcome to your nightmare, motherfuckers. This is more than a killing spree. It's a mission. Fucking worthless. Do you really think it moves me?
The mod also adds 3 new weapons and 2 new maps. The 3 new weapons are the auto shotgun, the grenade launcher, and the Desert Eagle. The auto shotgun is probably the best one. It's just a good shotgun. The Desert Eagle is just like a stronger pistol, but there's not much ammo, so you won't be using it too often. And the grenade launcher is just a better RPG, really. The mod also changes the loading screens to look more like Postal 1. It's kind of cool. This is definitely my favorite one. It caught me off guard. It also adds 2 new maps, but I only played like some of the first one, and then I was like, I don't want to play any more Hatred. The biggest problem with this mod, however, isn't the camera angles. That's more of a limitation to the game. It's that the fact that the mod tries to be edgier than the actual game. In the base game tutorial, is just killing some sleeping guy who's like in your house for some reason. In the mod, you kill some naked woman who has a rude title attached to her, and unlike the normal tutorial, you can't skip this. Okay. Also, the TV screens show weird ass hentai stuff on them, so if you like that, maybe it's not for you. Really, there should be an option to turn these 2 things off or replace them with something a lot more wholesome. The worst thing this mod does actually though is changing the dialogue of non-important so he sounds more cool, which that is stupid.
Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. I'm a man of hate and disgust.
So it made my 2 favorite parts of the game worse, but the bad gameplay is slightly better. Okay. There is another great mod, it's called Not Impossible. It's a sort of prequel to the main story in a way.
My name is not important. What is important is what I'm not going to do. Absolutely nothing. Great. I need some gear of genocide.
You just play as non-important, run around with no weapons, and just complaining, and if you try and kill yourself, it just says this.
How do I overload the reactors? do I overload the reactors?
Yeah, just don't play Hatred. Just watch all the cutscenes online. Trust me, you're not missing much gameplay wise. It's only $5, so yeah, you should get it actually. Or just $5 worth of things like Hatred on Xbox instead.
I don't care what anyone says anymore. I am important.
Hatred is a game that has helped me and many people get through many hard times in life. It is a game I 100% recommend to anyone who likes Hatred. I give it a color blindness over regular blindness. Also, when you turn the game off, he shoots you. A quick thank you to all my patrons. I really couldn't have made this video without you. Thank you.
And another thing, you're ugly.
Why?
Welcome to your nightmare, motherfuckers. Death, the lowest common denominator of all. Tell the devil I'm a huge fan. This is more than a killing spree. It's a mission. Time to die, pig. Rise and die. You don't deserve a natural death. Killing time.
Mom, grab your friends.
That's the spirit. Shut the fuck up and die.
Spare me.
Like and subscribe. In hell, fucker. There is no Reddit gold where you're going, buddy. Can you hear your guardian angel cry? I can. Praise destiny fulfilled. Bad form, good sir. Very bad form indeed. Only my weapon understands me. I'm so depressed.